Mike's Daily Podcast.
Hi, Mike. Wow, that Basil birthday party was amazing. It included Basil,
Mike's Daily Podcast,
the boxer turning 11, and he had a really nice present from my lovely lady friend. She sent Basil a bunch of pancakes, and she chopped up some sausage, cooked it up, and he was like, thanks, this is awesome.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I may or may not have that as the podcast picture today. I'm just having all kinds of photo issues.
Mike's
Today,
Daily
my phone
Podcast
has got to be thrown out.
Yeah!
I'm going to definitely start working on that, getting that phone replaced, because it's got, let's say, these issues. The pictures it takes are awful. And then when I want the pictures, usually I used to upload things to Google Photos, and now it's not doing it. Because, Mike, you don't have enough storage. Well, what the heck is on this phone? I've deleted everything. What's still taking up space? There's nothing I have downloaded, nothing nefarious, nothing what? It's driving me nuts. Anyway, Basil had a wonderful time. He just engulfed it. He engulfed it. The delicious, wonderful, what do you call them? Pancakes, sausage. What else did she make them? We also gave him a treat a little bit earlier in the day. One of these, like not rawhide. It was it's a turkey. It was like a turkey skin dried. You can find, they put every bizarre thing in a pet store. Every bizarre dog treat that can. Oh, this is the part of the cow. This is the tail they lop off, but not the entire tail, just this part of the tail. This is the goat's eye. We give those to dogs.
And here's today's podcast picture.
No, that's probably not true. Or maybe it is. Who knows? But the podcast picture today will be possibly from that. Although I feel like I'm about to take umbrage. Yes, that's a line from the movie or the whatever you call it, Netflix movie, Wine Country. There's a funny scene in this movie, and I'll admit the end gets really ridiculous because there's this scene where they're running down a hill and they kind of jump off the hill to get down the hill, and it's dumb. I think it symbolizes being over the hill. Is that what it was? Basil wouldn't know that, even though he's 11 now. Go for it, Basil. Go get her done. But the interesting little scene involves, in this one part, all these ladies that are middle-aged, and they're talking to millennial women. And this Maya Rudolph's character, she goes, she has in the movie like 4 kids, and in real life I think she's got 3. I just remember she was pregnant nonstop for a while. Hey, look, it's Maya Rudolph with another pregnant body, because she is carrying baby. She's hauling baby around inside of her. And she says to the millennials that are there, hey, my kids are about to become whatever you are. How do I prevent them from becoming bleep holes? And one of the millennials goes, I feel like I'm about to take umbrage. But there was a lot of interesting comments about millennials that I have found to be true. I don't know. A lot of millennials have probably found things to be true in their things they watch that are true about Gen Xers. God. At some point, we all get sick of hearing about one particular group, don't we? I got really tired of hearing about the baby boomers. Yes, you went to Woodstock. Good for you. Wow. That must have been great, and lots of marijuana and other drugs of choice. That must have been awesome. Yes. Would I have ever gone? Probably not. If I were... Well, I was alive at that time, but I was in a diaper. Like now. No, I don't want to feel that type of warm hug. What does that even mean? I don't know. But it seems like a diaper would give you, keep you feeling secure, I guess. Okay, here's the thing is what I'm wondering about. This sentence right here. Your I will has to be bigger than your IQ. Huh? That means something of note. What it means, I don't know, but yes, your I will has to be bigger than your I don't. Wait, than your IQ. That's it. All right. Let's go 2 years ago. No, yeah, let's go to about 2 years ago and see what Mike was doing in the world. Because I think we can learn a lot from where we've come from. It tells us a little bit about where we're going. We're all going to die, but we're all going to... There's going to be some fun things along the way. Hopefully. Oh, I had coffee with Trisha Ferguson and her sons. She's a local disc jockey who's been at it for a long time. Perhaps this podcast picture from... Boy, I was doing absolutely nothing interesting 2 years ago. Well, that's a good sign, because I'm doing interesting things now. Like this wondrous podcast that you're enjoying. Also, the older you get, the harder it is to break those old habits. We just get so, don't we? Those things we do in life. We what? We go, hey, I am going to always eat chocolate. It's hard to break our... Nancy Pelosi's a huge chocolate fan. We'll go with a podcast picture here of the Bay Area. Let's see. Yeah, it's always something from the Bay Area, isn't it? It's got San Francisco in the background and the sun is setting. And this is over at Bay Farm Island. Okay, we'll go with that. And maybe the cool pictures I took from Emeryville yesterday will eventually get uploaded to the server thing that I needed to upload to in order to make the podcast picture. But that's where I was at in Emeryville, and that's where Basil had a wonderful little Mike excursion. We went to Emeryville, and he walked around, got to sniff that fresh air. I got to take a lot of cool pictures of San Francisco from Emeryville. Did we stop by Pixar? No. I hate Pixar now. But we did enjoy a beautiful time. Although the traffic getting back to Podcastro Valley was insane. But here we are today outside a Cafe Anyway. The last place on earth located somewhere in Podcastro Valley,
Anyway.
Cafe Anyway. And look, there are some people stopping by. Let's say hi out to them at this time. Hi, Mark. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing? You mean you're Benita the Rodeo Queen? How y'all doing? Don't tell me what to say. Alright. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing? Oh, that's much better.
Oh, my.
That's very good. Thank y'all. Okay. Did you bring your horse Nilly with you? This is probably one of the few times we can say we have horse Nilly here. That's right, Mark. And Nilly should wear a diaper, because it's a little stinky out here. But look who else is here.
Like it's a Disgruntled Fiddle Player. Tell you
What?
When y'all gonna be done getting up at 4 in the morning?
I don't know. I hope it comes soon, because my body is like saying, no! You got to stop this 6 months ago. Why are you doing this again? It's too early. Someone I know is a new manager. And he was telling me this story. He works over at a place that has a restaurant. And there was like a cook that's supposed to be the replacement cook when the chief cook is away. And he's this young guy. I don't know, maybe a millennial. Pikachu! Someone that does a lot of that goes around. Ooh, I caught monsters. Do they still do that?
Right? God.
But what happened was this millennial whatever person kept showing up late, and every time he'd show up a little bit later, till it got to almost 3 hours, and his boss said to this kid, and my friend he witnessed this. He said to the kid who just got off the bus, "Hey, go ahead, get back on the bus, go home. We don't need you." And the story is told so much better by my friend because he'll do the whole millennial voice where he'll go, "Oh, but no, oh, what?" And so, thus endeth the scene. But that was what happened. And
Really?
that's what happened. And that's what happens a lot in the world. Look who else is here. And you showed up late today, but you brought your delicious root beer, so that's okay.
Hello, my castle right now. I'll cut you. Oh boy, I'm the Brewmaster.
Yay. And that's the end of the show. I thank you for... Oh. Hey, so on the opposite end of things, if you get so old, or your parents get so old, and you're like, oh boy, I gotta start thinking about what am I gonna do, since I'm kind of overseeing what's happening here. There's a website called agingwithdignity.org, and I've not been to it yet, but somebody referred it to me, so I will see what that's about. Because I do not have both my parents alive. One of them is. And she doesn't seem to be wanting to go anytime soon, thankfully. But you never know, and life is strange, as we've often discussed on this podcast. And so just have to be prepared for anything. agingwithdignity.org. I'll have to check that out. But that's not to give them a free plug, but it's a .org, so basically they're not making money. I think that's how it goes. But how do you feel about it all? You can give me a call. 3 + 3 = 6 MM, as in Mike Matthews Daily, as in what this podcast has been for a week. Wow, a whole week we've gone every day. Dang. Like the name suggests. Mike's Daily Podcast and MikesDailyPodcast.com. You can email me, MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. And thank you for listening. 336 MM Daily. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley. Thank you for listening to FF episode 1903.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!